Hello, I've come on to show you what I'm doing. I saved some plastic stuff, plastic packaging, and these two are really nice big pieces. So I want to save this middle portion because I use this plastic for so many different things. Even if they have scratches, I can still use them to separate my unmounted stamps with, which is nice. And that's probably what I use most of this stuff for, or for making patterns, or if it's not scratched up or yucky looking, then I can use it on cards. And even these little pieces here, if you make a pop-up card, then that's all you need is just a wee little piece about this big, and stick them inside, and then when you open up the card, then these pop up and you don't really see this part of it, which is kind of cool. And you just do like this. Just cut off all the rounded edges. Make sure it's straight. Well, straight enough. It doesn't have to be perfect straight, but straight as in flat. I guess that's a better word. But see, that's a long skinny piece that you can definitely do invisible pop-up stuff with. So I usually don't do a lot of that, but I do some. These I really like because this is like the perfect size to put in a card, and you can make a shaker card out of that. It's a bubble shaker, so that's pretty neat. This one here, I could do a big bubble shaker if I wanted to, or what I may probably do for this one is use this while I'm separating stuff on my desk. So that's probably just going to stay the way they are. This piece has a few different sizes in it, and it's really thick and hard. So this one might be able to, I have to check this one to see if this one will shrink. I don't think it will, but I believe this one will. But sometimes if you get the right plastic, you can do shrink plastic also, which is kind of cool. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this piece out. Because I want this piece and this piece. That's what I'm going for. Because the pieces that I need to separate my unmounted images with need to be like the size of an index card, which is like that. That's perfect for it. Always places you can find acetate, and this one's not all messed up or anything either, so that's nice. This is a nice clear one, so this would make a nice shaker card cover. Just got to get all the rounded edges off. There you go. That's a nice piece. And this piece, this was actually a lid from a from a food container. My husband's aunt sent us over some lasagna since we didn't go over there for Christmas because the kids are all sick. But thank goodness we did, because we found out they do have, well, one so far definitely has COVID, and there's 3 more going today to be tested, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully not, but it looks like they do. Sounds like they do. But at least their symptoms are easy enough to stay home and deal with. Though they do seem to be miserable. Alrighty, and these are some nice wider pieces. This would be a nice window piece. Although that's curved right there, I better cut the piece off. Okay. There, that's better. Alright, and that's way too rounded for what I'm looking for, so that's going to have to go in the garbage. These can all go in the garbage. I've got to make sure this all goes right down because one of my cats really, well, they both like to chew on plastic, but one of them will actually chew on that type of stuff and swallow it down. He scared the life out of me one day because he came up to me and he had something sticking out of his hind side, and it was like, what in the world did you swallow? And it was actually a piece of plastic. Silly cat. That scared me. But he was okay, thank goodness. Alright, so that's done. That's done. That one's too rounded. Oh, that's a nice skinny flat one, so I can use those inside the card. I do want to make a couple of those pop-up cards, so that'll be nice. I'll have to do a video on doing those with these strips so you can see what I'm talking about. Yep. Alright, I might get a couple more out of those. Is that one rounded? Nope, that one's okay. Oops. I know, and it looks silly that I'm cutting these little bits, but you have to cut it up to do that card anyway, so why use a whole piece when you can use these free pieces, you know? More pieces. That was a lot of plastic, and that was just from our house past couple days. So always look before you throw things out, because if there's something that you use often, like I do use a lot of acetate, so, and I like to use them for patterns because you can draw on them with permanent marker, and I just have a big gallon-sized zippy bag which I throw them all in, and when I'm ready to use them, and they go into a file folder in my file cabinet, and then when I'm ready to use them, I just pull open the file, and I've got all these bits and pieces of acetate that I can use. So I can trim this one up so it looks a little bit better. Not that it really matters because it's just going to be a separating tray for me. But there, that's better. Alrighty. So there you go. An idea of where to find some free acetate and how I deal with it, and a couple ideas of what I'm going to do with it. So it helps to have an idea. Alrighty, if you like this type of recycling video, then please give me a thumbs up, and until we meet again, happy crafting. Bye-bye.